Hello everyone. Good to see you joining us this morning. How did you fare last night? I barely got any sleep. It was so loud. I'm going to give this a few more seconds, wait for a few more of you to log in. Happy National Coffee Day, by the way. Today, National Coffee Day. Coffee is celebrated. I am taking my coffee black. I normally do. Ginny said no sleep and I'm cranky. I was feeling a little crankier earlier today, but I think that coffee's finally hitting. Ginny, it's the trick of mine. Jan said 2 inches in Smithville. A few of us got quite a bit of rain, that's for sure. A few more keynotes. If you can see the red live button on the top left hand of your screen, that means this is in real time. It is live. I can see your comments coming in. Good morning, Susan. So good to see you joining us. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from, just so I could better cater this forecast for you. If you want a shorter video, head over to my Facebook page. You can watch it. It's underneath 1 minute. It just gets you the information you need to know for today. But if you want to talk a little bit more in depth about this forecast, then go ahead and keep watching. Today is September 29th. It is 7:40 on your Wednesday morning. Loudest thunder I've ever heard, said Janet. Brandy's out of Round Rock. Debbie said no sleep. I'm with you. I was up every single hour checking radar, making sure everything was non-severe. Beth said that she slept okay, likes to sleep with the sound of rain. Hi, out of Bastrop, sleep well in the rain, but the thunder was really loud last night. Oh, I absolutely agree. Generally, rain helps soothe me, but it was very loud last night. All right, let's go ahead and get started. A few of you, more of you have joined in. We are taking a live look at radar, or 1 second. We are not. Now we're taking a live look at our radar. Rain already pushing east, southeast of the area. We are just seeing some light showers, if that, now across the Austin metro. The heaviest rain staying south of the bulk of the thunder and lightning at the moment in San Antonio. So if you are deciding to head south, you're going to be running into that. We're just dealing with, again, very light rain along the I-35 corridor between Travis and Hays County. Otherwise, it is just cloudy out there, and I'm already seeing some general clearing out there as well. Temperature of, let's see, what did that say? Have we warmed up any? Give me 1 second. 68 degrees. That temperature has not budged in the last 3 hours, so we are staying consistent. Yolanda said hoping the rain doesn't spoil date night on Thursday. I think Thursday may be okay. It's really Friday morning that might be a little bit of an issue. It was really loud on Breaker and 35. Yes, I'm in North Austin myself, and it was very loud. So we did have a few flood warnings overnight. Those have expired, but flood advisories still exist for Bandera, Kerr County as well, and that is just south of the KVUE viewing area. So no active warnings, no active watches in play for us. Marisol said she was on the way to the airport last night and it was awful to drive in. Yes, when we have rainfall rates that are that high, it's hard to see. Visibility is significantly lowered. And I got to tell you, we have still several rounds of rain left before it is all said and done. September has been very dry. So this past week, or the past 24 hours, have been a little bit unusual for this specific month, but it will help us recover from some of the rain deficit, which we are in about a 3-inch rain deficit as of yesterday. So we are waiting for those latest numbers to come out. Here's a few of the rainfall totals that radar is estimating in and around the Austin metro, anywhere between a trace in southwest Travis County to about 4 inches of rain in some locations. So it was definitely a very widespread number across the county. We just had some pockets that were much heavier than others in neighboring counties and neighboring neighborhoods. So it was really a big spread of the amount of rain that we saw. In Hayes County, anywhere between 3-4 inches of rain, a little bit higher totals in the hill country. And like I mentioned, there was a flood advisory in place for areas south of Gillespie and Blanco County. That looks like it may be expiring soon. We are not having any visibility issues this morning. What that's telling me is that not seeing too much in the way of a mist. Stephanie said she was awake in San Marcos overnight. Yes, San Marcos, one of the areas that got the heaviest of rain. That's where the flood warnings were in place overnight. And just to say it again, low water crossings, about 14 of them are closed in and around the Austin metro. So if you come across a water covered roadway, be sure to turn around, don't drown. I know we say that so often, but you cannot believe how many people still try to drive across those. Absolutely. Rosia said she slept good, but heard a few thunderclaps. Sounded like an explosion in Manor. Yeah, that's how loud it was. Absolutely. As the day goes on, rain is going to thin out. Our rain coverage is going to be lower today. It does not completely go away. We will see some cloud cover. Temperature makes it to about 89 degrees in Austin and really along much of the I-35 corridor. A temperature of about 88 in Bastrop, Blanco, Burnett, 88 in LaGrange. I am expecting us to see a bit more rain this afternoon, and I'll get to that. About a 40%. We go up to a 60% Thursday, most likely overnight into Friday morning, and then again Friday and Saturday, which brings me to this. ACL likely going to be a sloggy one, especially Friday and Saturday, as rain chances are elevated, but that does keep our temperatures in the low 80s, which is kind of nice, right? Here is our drought monitor. This does not take into account last night's rain. Abnormally dry conditions for some portions of central Texas, northern Williamson, Burnett County, Milam County, and Lee, some portions of Fayette County, and as well as Gillespie and Mason. This week's rain hopefully helping out with that. So this rain, yes, it's beneficial. It's just unfortunate that it is happening during the first weekend of ACL. This is our water vapor imagery just to show you how much moisture is still left across areas of Austin, Houston, just a lot of moisture to work with still. And that's the reason why we still have a potential for rain this afternoon. System 1 came through overnight. System 2, though, will arrive Thursday night into Friday, and that's the reason why we see rain continue through the weekend. We are likely going to pick up another 2 to 3 inches of rain, and I'll show you that map in a moment. First, I wanted to show you this. Oh no, Vincent said the poor puppy was all freaked out last night. Didn't sleep well at all. I know those puppies do struggle with this type of weather. Our future radar here showing just again, clearing through midday and into the early afternoon. But mid to late afternoon, I'm talking 5, 6, 7 in the evening, we're going to see some thunderstorms popping up. It will not be as widespread as last night. Not at all. These are going to be more isolated, more scattered, and it's because of how much moisture we're working with and just the fact that we still have quite a bit of heat getting added into the mix. Temperatures are going to climb close to that 90-degree mark, so you have the heat, you have the moisture. A lot of times you'll get thunderstorms that develop in the late afternoon as a result. Those likely will not last through the overnight, but should be done around 11 midnight. And then Thursday, most models indicating that we're going to wake up to some cloud cover, but not necessarily much in the way of rain. Thursday night into Friday, if you saw it just there, that's where we get our next big round of rain. And it's as that next system is coming through. So do plan on seeing some rain. I'm going to show you that again. So this is through the day today, Wednesday afternoon, and then watch this. Through the day Thursday, mostly dry, but then Thursday late in the evening and the overnight into Friday morning, that's when we see our next big round of rain that comes in. That rain potential stays with us on Saturday as well. So I'm thinking Friday morning and Saturday are going to be our next 2 big rounds of rain that will be in a similar fashion to what we saw overnight. This is how much additional rainfall we could pick up, not including what we saw already. This is additional 2 to 3 inches of rain possible again along and west of I-35. East of I-35, we could pick up another 1 to 2 inches of rain. Some isolated pockets, 4+ inches of rain. I'm talking portions of Gillespie County and closer to San Antonio, Bernie, seeing some of this activity. It's because of just that low that's dipping in. We have the potential to see higher totals there. The threat for severe weather is not going to be that elevated. It'll be similar to last night. The heavy rainfall will be the biggest concern, followed by the strong wind gusts, as well as a very, very small low-end threat for hail, but it's not looking likely at the moment. So heavy rain, strong winds will be the main concern in the days to come. Something else to consider is that we had this abundant rain last night. We're going to see likely some rain today. We'll see it again tomorrow. We have several days of heavy rain. That's going to saturate our soils, and that could lead to some runoff. And generally that means that our creeks and our rivers could rise a little bit, especially as we head into the early and late weekend. So if you commute along that, if you live around that, just take that precaution, take that into consideration. A good news with this rain, it's certainly helping out our allergens. It is lowering our allergens. Although trees, ragweed, and grass, as of this morning, was still considered high, the grain count was lower. So only 153 grains per cubic meter in the ragweed department is much lower than what we were seeing this time last week. Mold still considered at a medium. Temperatures here in that next 7 days, upper 80s expected Wednesday, Thursday, low 80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for ACL. And yes, that rain potential does stay with us. So that is something to consider if you have any plans to go in that direction. Yes, a lot of you saying that sleeping was difficult. Is it a coincidence that today is National Coffee Day? I think not. It was definitely needed. All right, y'all, we do have to get ready for our next cut-in here on KVUE. You can always tune into KVUE, KVUE.com. And as always, you can stay with us here on social media. We'll keep you updated if any of this information does happen to change.